I am the Ancient Gamer. Thank you for watching. This is MLB The Show 23. This is a fantasy draft franchise. I am using the Miami Marlins. As you can see on the screen, the standings. As of this game that I'm about to play, the Marlins are 11-4. They're in first place in the National League East with a 2-game lead over the Washington Nationals. So let's jump into the calendar and play the next game on the schedule. So let's go calendar. Right here is just the last game was here, a 3-2 win. Over here, 1:40 start on a Sunday afternoon. Miami versus Arizona. Let's press it. View organizations games. We will press this. Play the game. Skip the computer-controlled stuff. Simulate. Play full game. Controller simulation. Miami 11-4. Diamondbacks 6-9. Uniform looks fine. We are at Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida. Broadcast the show. Quick counts are off. Roof is open, partly cloudy. I'd rather make it overcast. Easier to see the ball on an HD TV. Justin Verlander is the starter. Looks like everybody, well, maybe somebody needs some rest. Let's see. Let's see who we can get into this game. Let's go. Christian Betancourt for Nick Fortes. Let's go. Luke Voigt for the first baseman. Mark McGuire. Actually, no. Let's go. Mark McGuire. Mike Napoli will stay in there. Okay. Mike Schmidt. Hold on. Mike Schmidt is going to hit ahead of Luke Voigt. Mike Napoli in front of Toscar Hernandez. This looks about right. Looks about right. Let's rock and roll. Let's do this. Game time decision. We're going to skip. Again, to those of you that are new to the live stream, I hit, I pitch, I field, I do the play-by-play. Hopefully you can hear the sound of my voice. Something that I've always been annoyed about PlayStation is that you don't see the audio track moving around on the screen anywhere. It would be nice to know until the game is over, before the game is over, that whether or not I'm broadcasting my audio. But nevertheless, I'm doing play-by-play. Thanks for watching. It is the game of the week, hosting baseball here in Miami, Florida. MLB The Show 23 as the Houston Diamondbacks, check that, the Arizona Diamondbacks visit the Miami Marlins. On the mound for Miami, Justin Verlander, making his 4th start of the season. His record is 2-0 with a 2.70 earned run average. Obviously, Justin Verlander, this is a fictional franchise and a fantasy draft, so the players are just about wound up just about anywhere. Verlander will face Tim Anderson, 224 average, 2 homers, 4 RBIs here in this April contest. Here comes the first pitch of the ball game. It's a bloop to center. Trout charges but will not get there, and it'll get past him and go all the way to the wall. Rounding second, he will hold at second. It's a leadoff double for Tim Anderson. My goodness. 3rd double of the season for Tim Anderson. Fastball in there. Strike 1, 94 on the radar gun. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., 263, no homers, 1 RBI. Chases a slider down and away, swing and miss. Counts 0-2. Miami is 11-4, good for first place in the National League East in this fictional franchise. Grounds it to second. Fields fires, got him. 1 away. Runner moves to 3rd, however, so productive out for Gurriel. Diamondbacks starting lineup: Tim Anderson, Gurriel, Jackie Robinson, Justin Morneau, Corey Seager. Kyle Schwarber is the DH. Robert Jr. is the center fielder. Jason Kendall is the catcher and batting 9th, and playing right field, Tim Salmon. So, the legendary Jackie Robinson faces Justin Verlander here. Runner at 3rd, less than 2 outs, can get that run home without the benefit of a base hit. Pops it up right side off the screen. Strike 1. Jackie's hitting .316. He has 11 RBIs here in April. Breaking ball misses outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls off to 12-6. Count is 1-2. Strike 3 called at the top of the zone. Jackie thought it was too high. His first strikeout caught him looking. And that runner at third stays right where he is. So now they'll need a hit to score that opening run. Next up, Justin Morneau, catcher for the Minnesota Twins back in the 1990s, maybe early 2000s. Breaking ball, circle change, outside ball 1. Justin Morneau, $196 average, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Jams him down and in, fouls it back. Count even 1 ball and 1 strike. In real life, Justin Morneau had a batting title in 2014. Not too shabby. And he pops it up down the right field line, slicing out of play. Count is 1-2 on the hitter. And that's a line drive, base hit up the middle. It'll be a 2-out RBI single from Justin Morneau. And the Diamondbacks will get on the scoreboard first. They lead 1-0. Let's watch the replay. Two outs and 2 strikes. Ugh, that hurts. Next up, Corey Seager, shortstop. Outside corner, strike 1. Seager's hitting 158. No homers, 1 RBI. Not too good. Out in front of the circle change, swing and a miss. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Corey Seager, twice in his career, he was a Silver Slugger shortstop for the National League, if I'm not mistaken. And he pops it up near the right field line. Hernandez, must have lost it in the lights, makes the catch. Side is retired. However, Justin Morneau with the 2-out RBI single allows the Diamondbacks to take an early 1-0 lead. We go to the bottom of the first. On the mound for the Diamondbacks, Walter Johnson making his 4th start, 2-0 with a 0.83 earned run average. Lights out so far in early April. Legendary player. He will face Derek Jeter, 317, 4 homers, 7 RBIs. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball down the right field line, strike 1. Derek Jeter obviously was the Hall of Famer, 3,000 hit club member of the ground ball hard to third. Fields across the diamond in time, 1 away. Saying he was the shortstop for the Dynasty Yankees in the early 2000s. Derek Jeter, Chris Ramos, Mike Trout, Mike Schmidt, Luke Voigt at first today. Mike Napoli is the DH, Toscar Hernandez, Greg Vaughn, and Christian Betancourt, batting 9th and playing catcher for the Miami Marlins. Chris Ramos hitting 250, steps up to the plate, switch hitter batting from the left side. Inside ball 1. Chris has 3 homers and 10 RBIs on the season. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Curveball low, 2-1. And that's a line drive right at Jackie Robinson at second for out number 2. Hit it hard, but right at the second baseman. The Outlander Show, I'm downloading this as we watch you. Well, I hope you enjoyed the baseball game. I downloaded it, and it's treating me well. I love it. Up next, Mike Trout hitting 320, 3 homers, 15 RBIs on the season. 2 down, bases empty, 1-0 Arizona here in the bottom of the first. Slider or curveball outside, ball 1. Mike has 350 career home runs in this fantasy franchise. Pops it up behind the plate, out of the crouch is the catcher. He will make the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Walter Johnson. After 1-0, Arizona. This is MLB The Show 23. Thank you, Mr. Outlander. You are the man, the myth, the legend. So we go to the top of the second. Stepping up there for Arizona is Kyle Schwarber. 257, no homers, 3 RBIs. Verlander is on the mound for the Miami Marlins. Fastball inside, ball 1. Milestone, Kyle Schwarber, is at 199 home runs for his major league career. Next one is that milestone 200. Slider high, but called a strike by Joe McDonald, the home plate umpire. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Jams him with the slider down and in. Count is 1-2. Fastball outside misses. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. 94 on the radar gun. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at the curveball. 12-6. Nasty. Second strikeout for Justin Verlander. And there's 1 away. Luis Robert Jr. hitting .340 on the season steps in. Fouls it back to the screen. Strike 1. Welcome to the live stream. This is MLB The Show 23. I am the Ancient Gamer. Popped up right side, foul ball. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Robert Jr. 1-0 lead for the Diamondbacks here in the top of the second inning. Hard ground ball, foul. Count remains 0-2. Jams him, fouls it upstairs behind the home plate. Count remains 0-2. 1 out here in the top of the second. Strike 3 called. 94 on the radar gun. Robert must have been looking for a breaking ball. 3rd strikeout for Verlander. And there are 2 away. Next up, Jason Kendall, the catcher, hitting .255. We're about 15 games into this season. Still in April. Circle change just misses the outside corner, ball 1. Jason has 2 homers and 3 RBIs so far, this fictional franchise. Again, misses outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Ground ball caught by Schmidt. And he will have no play. At least he saved a double. That'll be an infield single for Jason Kendall. Scorer's decision, the scorer's table gave him a base hit. So 2-out single for Kendall. Next up, Tim Salmon, the number 9 hitter. Outside corner with the fastball, strike 1. Salmon was the 1993 Rookie of the Year. He has a homer and 4 RBIs to start this season. He's hitting only .133, however. That will not get it done. Curveball inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Silver Slugger Award winner in 1995. Tim Salmon, if memory serves, played for the California Angels, as they were called then. Swing and a miss, stolen base, no throw. So with 2 strikes, there'll be a runner in scoring position on Jason Kendall's 3rd stolen base of the season. Deep drive. Trout racing back on the warning track will make the over-the-shoulder catch to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 1.5 here at, what's it called, Lone Depot Ballpark in Miami. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks 1, the Miami Marlins 0. Bottom of the second, Mike Schmidt, 241, 2 homers, 4 RBIs, steps up there for the Miami Marlins. Hall of Famer, 500 home run club member. Breaking ball inside, ball one. 7-time home run champion during his career in the 1970s. Low, 2 balls, no strikes. Triple-digit fastball, 100 miles an hour, fouled back to the screen. Count is 2-1. He's bringing the heat, Walter Johnson is. Outside, the hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Luke Voigt, playing first base today, giving Mark McGwire a day off. And it's a leadoff walk for Mike Schmidt. That's never good, walking the leadoff man in any inning. Luke Voigt, hitting .250, steps up. And that's a bloop headed down the right field line, and it should be in there, and it is. Rounding second and headed to third is the base runner. It'll be first and third, and nobody out here in the bottom of the second for the Marlins. So a walk and a bloop single to right have put the pressure on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Next up, Mike Napoli, DH today. Fouls it back, 98 on the radar gun, strike one. Mike's hitting .368. He has 3 homers and 11 RBIs here in April. Runners lead off first and third. Late on the fastball, fouls it back. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Mike needs to get that runner home from third and tie this game. He can do it without the benefit of a base hit. Let's see what happens. And he pulls the changeup down the left field line, out of play. Count remains 0-2. Fastball outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners take their lead. Swing and a miss, the curveball in the dirt. Struck him out swinging. There's 1 away. First strikeout of the game for Walter Johnson. Here's the replay. Nasty breaking ball in the dirt. Ugh. Pain. Next up, Toscar Hernandez, the right fielder, hitting .300. Still has that runner at third and less than 2 outs. Hacks at a fastball, high in the zone. Strike 1, 300 average, 1 homer, 3 RBIs on the campaign. Again, runners lead first and third, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Pulls it hard but foul. 2 strikes on Hernandez. In 8 seasons, Hernandez has 134 career home runs. Chases a high fastball and strikes him out. So Walter Johnson gets first and third and nobody out, and then Strike proceeds to strike out the next 2 batters to take some of the pressure off. Now the Miami Marlins will need a hit to score that runner from third. Stepping up with 2 outs is Greg Vaughn, hitting .280 on the season. See if he can come through with 2 outs. And that's a bloop to right field, but should be playable. Makes the catch to retire the side. So they get the first 2 on, nobody out, but failed to score at the end of 2 innings of play here in Miami. It's Arizona leading 1-0. This is MLB The Show 23. Arizona leading off. Tim Anderson had a double in his first at-bat. Steps up there in the top of the 3rd inning for the Diamondbacks. High fastball, ball 1. Tim Anderson was the Silver Slugger Award winner at second base in the American League in the year 2020. That was the strike-shortened season due to COVID. Fly ball to left. There is Greg Vaughn, 1 away. Next up, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. grounded out in the first. He was 0 for 1. Fastball at the knees, strike 1. Slider in there, strike 2. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, the slider down and away, struck him out. There's 2 away. 4th strikeout of the game for Justin Verlander. 2 down, bases empty. Up steps the legendary Jackie Robinson. Little history lesson. Jackie was the first African-American baseball player to break into the major leagues in the late 1940s. He will forever be... He'll be the last person to wear the number 42 in Major League Baseball. If someone has it currently, they're allowed to keep it. But otherwise, no one else will ever wear that number. It's forever retired in his honor. Outside corner with the strike. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Did he chase it? Home plate umpire says no. Outside, check the swing. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count 3 and 1. On deck is Justin Morneau, who had an RBI single in his last at-bat. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2-out walk from Verlander. Again, Justin Morneau, catcher for the Minnesota Twins in the early 2000s, had an RBI single in his first at-bat. In there, strike 1. 2006 Most Valuable Player Award in the American League. Hard ground ball to the third baseman. Schmidt throws across in time. Side is retired. No runs, no hits, 1 walk, 1 left. At the end of 2.5 innings of play, Arizona leads 1-0. I am the Ancient Gamer. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leading off for the Marlins, Christian Betancourt, backup catcher. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. Chases a curveball off the plate. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Christian. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Christian Betancourt. 3rd strikeout for Walter Johnson. There's 1 away. Let's watch the pitch sequence while I lubricate the instrument. Lineup turns over for the Marlins. Derek Jeter walked in his first at-bat. Change up outside, ball 1. Check that. Jeter was 0 for 1 with a ground out in the first. I apologize. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. 5-time Gold Glove winner in the early 2000s. Derek Jeter at shortstop.
Ball 3.
3 balls and no strikes. On deck, Chris Ramos. Will he have the green light on 3-0? No, he will not, because I don't ever swing on 3-0. I'm taking a pitch.
Ball 4. Take your base.
And thanks to that strategy, the Miami Marlins now have a base runner. Jeter takes first. So next up is the switch hitting second baseman, Chris Ramos, who lined out in the first. He's 0 for 1. He'll bat from the left side against the righty, Walter Johnson.
No.
Fastball, 101 miles an hour on the radar gun. Missed inside, just off the plate. Count is 1 ball and no strikes. Ground ball to the third baseman, over to second for 1, back to first. Around the horn, inning-ending double play. 5-4-3 in your scorebooks, ladies and gentlemen. So, end of 3, 1-0. Arizona, this is MLB The Show 23. Next up, Corey Seager, 0 for 1, flew out in the first. We are in the top of the fourth, 1-0 Arizona. Deep fly ball, left center field. Vaughn is racing into the gap. He will make the catch. One away. One pitch, one away. Kyle Schwarber struck out in the second.
Kyle Schwarber.
Lines it left, out of play. Strike one. Fastball low, 1-1 strike. Verlander is 2-0 in this fantasy franchise, but he's in danger of taking his first loss if they can't get any runs on the board. Wild pitch. Luckily, no one was on base. Count is 2-1. Must have slipped on the mound. Fouls off the circle change. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kyle Schwarber was in the World Series Baseball World Series, the World Baseball Classic this March. Exciting baseball to watch. Deep drive. Trout goes back to the track, looking up. He will not make the catch. It's a home run. So home run to deep center field. For Kyle Schwarber, that's his first of the season, and Arizona Diamondbacks will take a 2-0 advantage. Let's watch the replay. Oof. Oof. Ouch. .403 feet, according to StatCast. Luis Robert Jr. steps up for his second plate appearance. Swing and a miss. Fastball on the outside corner, strike one. So it's 2-0 Arizona here in the fourth inning. And it's a bloop towards the Bermuda Triangle in left center field, but Jeter makes it there for out number 2. Almost in no man's land between the 3 fielders, but Jeter has good range. 2 down, bases empty. Jason Kendall steps in. He had a single in the second inning. 1 for 1. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. Line drive to left. Charging is Vaughn. He will not get there. It's a bloop base hit. 2-out single for Jason Kendall, who is now 2 for 2 on the game. Justin's not pitching poorly, but he's not quite sharp. Ground ball through the left side. It is another 2-out single, this time for Tim Salmon. And with 2 away, they're threatening. They have runners at first and second. Let's have a mound visit by the manager. Mound visit. As you can see, the confidence CFD on the lower left-hand side of the screen. CFD, confidence is high. ENG, energy is high. Well, 50% of each. So just give him a chance to take a breather. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss by Tim Anderson. Tim is 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored today. Thank you for watching. I am the Ancient Gamer, and this is MLB The Show 23. Line drive foul. First base line. Count is 0-2. Tim Anderson's hitting only 143 with runners in scoring position so far this season. Let's keep it right there. And that's a bloop. And it will dunk in there, rounding third and heading home. The throw to the plate is not in time. It's a 2-out RBI single by Tim Anderson, and Arizona now leads 3-0. Oh boy, is the replay. Slices it between first and second. Oh boy, pretty soon I'm going to have to get someone warming up in the bullpen. But not yet, not quite yet. Line drive, base hit down the left field line and rolling all the way to the left field corner. Charging is Vaughn, rounding third and heading home. 1 run will score. The relay to the plate, 2 runs will score. It's 5-0 Arizona. Thanks to a 2-run double by Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Here's the replay. Slaps it over the head of the third baseman and down that left field line. Hit the 344 sign. Greg Vaughn in left starts a good relay. to Mike Schmidt, but not in time. That's the second of 2 runs. Oh, 5-0 deficit here in the 4th inning for the Miami Marlins. Not such a good one. Let's go. The manager is going to go to the bullpen. He's going to warm up Justin Steele and Acevedo, and see how much we could milk out of the remainder of the start. Jackie Robinson takes a strike on the outside corner. He's officially 0 for 1. He walked in the 3rd. Runners at second is in scoring position. 3 runs have crossed the plate in this inning. Fastball inside, count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 5-0 deficit. Got to get my hitting shoes on in order to win this game. Let's see what happens. Breaking ball high, 2-1. Welcome to the live stream. I'm the Ancient Gamer, and this is MLB The Show 23. Thank you for watching. Out in front of the fastball, swing and a miss. Count even to 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Arizona staked to a 5-0 lead. And the starter, Justin Verlander, is trying to get out of this mess. Line drive foul off the screen. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Slow bouncer, Schmidt charges, fields, bare hands, throws. In time, side retired, gorgeous play, and mercifully, the damage is now over, but the Diamondbacks crossed the plate 3 times, and after 3.5 innings of play, it's Arizona 5, Miami nothing. Oof. All right, let's do this. Bottom of the 4th. Mike Trout steps up. Walter Johnson deals. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. 3-time Most Valuable Player award, Mike Trout, for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim in real life. Plays center field for this Miami Marlins team. Chases a high fastball, cannot make contact. Quickly, the count is 0-2 on Trout. Hard line drive headed towards the right center field gap. Racing over, he will not make the catch. He bounces off the wall, and he's going to start off, he'll hold it second. It is a leadoff double for Mike Trout here in the bottom of the 4th. It was about 4 feet from being a home run, and that was double number 6 on the season for Mike. Look at that power. Bang, right off the own the show sign in right center field. Bang. Next up, Mike Schmidt. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. Mike's had a walk in his first at-bat. Officially no at-bat so far in this game. When you walk, you do not have an official at-bat. You stat junkies out there. Outside corner, 99 on the radar gun. Mike Schmidt was the World Series MVP in 1980 for the Philadelphia Phillies. 1-1 pitch, here comes. Pops it up, right side, out of play. However, near the camera well, the first base line, Justin Morneau makes the catch for the first out. Next up, first baseman Luke Voit, who singled in the second. For the season, Luke Voit is 3 for 9. He's 1 for 1 today. Runners at first and second. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not true. Pardon me. Runner at second. Chases a pitch in the dirt, strike 1. Runner at second, 1 away. 5-0 advantage for the Diamondbacks. Swings and misses at a changeup under his hands. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Voit. Voit has power. Breaking ball outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner leads off second. Swing and a miss at the changeup. And there are 2 away. Strikeout number 4 for Walter Johnson. So with 2 outs, Mike Napoli will step up to the plate. Struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. They'll need a hit to get that runner home from second. See if Mike can do it. Inside, ball one.
One ball, no strike. One ball.
Swing and a miss on the pitch, down and in. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's got some heat going. Johnson is just dialing it up. 98, 99, 100. Change up outside, 2-1. He is dominant in this game. 4 shutout innings, 3 2/3 shutout innings, pardon me. Did he swing? According to the home plate umpire, yes, he did. Bat crossed the plane. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off second. 5-0 Arizona. Here comes the pitch. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The runner at second will probably not be off with the pitch because there's no force on the base. So here comes the full count pitch from Walter Johnson. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. End of 4. We still have a 5-0 lead for the Arizona Diamondbacks. This is MLB The Show 23. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We go to the top of the 5th. Up steps Justin Morneau, who is a single, an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. Verlander is still out there at the knees for strike 1. Justin Morneau, 249 home runs in a 15-year Major League career. All-star, but not a Hall of Famer. Out in front of the slider, 0-2. Perennial All-Star at catcher and first base for the Minnesota Twins, but not a Hall of Famer. Not quite. Line drive. Vaughn races back. Oh, makes the catch. 1 away. Hit it on the nose, but right at the left fielder. So with 1 down, up steps Corey Seager, who's 0 for 2. Five nothing Diamondbacks. Breaking ball is high, ball 1. In there, strike 1. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Pulls it foul. Strike 2. Just gets a piece of the circle change to stay alive. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on Corey Seager. Pops it upstairs behind the home plate. Out of play. The at-bat will continue. Hard line drive, base hit through the right side. It is a 1-out single from Corey Seager. Smashed it between first and second. StatCast, Google Cloud, not a sponsor. Bang. Next up, Kyle Schwarber. High strike, but a strike called nonetheless by the home plate umpire. Count is 0-1. Schwarber had a solo home run to deep center field in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 2. Misses high. Schwarber is the 2022 home run champion. My goodness, I think he had something like 52 home runs. Ground ball to Jeter. Races over to second to step on the bag to retire the side. No, I'm sorry. Check that. Check that. Mental mistake by yours truly. That could have been a 6-6-3 double play or 6 unassisted 3 double play, but instead he did not make the throw to first. So 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Luis Robert Jr. will have a chance to add an insurance run, but it will not happen. Soft grounder to second baseman. Throws to Jeter at second for the force to retire the side. So after 4.5, it's still Diamondbacks leading 5-0. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Before we go any further, I think 5 innings is all that Justin Verlander is going to go today. So the manager's going to go to the bullpen. Righty, righty, righty. Acevedo will schedule to put him in the game. Domingo Acevedo. And for now, we'll sit down Justin Steele, the left-hander. So let's get back to the game. Bottom of the fifth, Arizona's leading 5-0. Walter Johnson pitching a shutout. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Toscar Hernandez, Silver Slugger twice in his career. Fastball outside, triple digits on the radar gun. But the count is 2 balls and no strikes. Just gets a piece. Count is 2-1. This is a fantasy draft franchise. I'm using the Miami Marlins. Legendary players are all over the place. Fastball is low. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Greg Vaughn. I'm in late April. Right now the team record is 11-4. Swing and a miss the fastball. 3-1 becomes a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The Miami Marlins are in first place by 2 games with an 11-4 record. He just dials up the heat and blows it past him for strikeout number 6. My goodness. 1 out, up steps Greg Vaughn. Can't see this guy. Can't touch him. Change up outside. Greg Vaughn, 8 for his last 19. That's a 421 clip, so he's been hot at the plate. Chases the high fastball, dialed it up to 100 miles an hour on the radar gun. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Line drive, foul. Left field line. 1-2 is the count. In the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty here in the 5th. Swing and a miss at the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. He sits down, 2 strikeouts in a row. Strikeout number 7 for Johnson. He's just pouring it in there. Up next, Christian Betancourt, one of the strikeout victims. He's 0 for 1. Chases a fastball in his eyes. Strike 1. Talk about taking you out of your zone. Oof. Change up inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. When your change up is 87 miles an hour, you know you have a good fastball. High, 2 balls and 1 strike. Chases the fastball on the outside part of the plate. Misses it. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. He is just making quick work. Low, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. He is making quick work of this Miami lineup. He's on the verge of having 5 shutout innings. But that's a bloop that will dunk in there for a 2-out single. So the top of the lineup for the Marlins will come to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th, thanks to Christian Betancourt. Bloop base hit. So leadoff man Derek Jeter, who has a walk, he's 0 for 1, steps in there. Arizona leads 5-0. And that's a line drive, base hit. Just missed that line. Count is 0-1. Runner leads off first. Johnson deals. Pops it upstairs behind home plate. Count to Jeter is 0-2. 7 for his last 19. That's a 368 clip. Runner leads off first. 2 outs here in the 5th. Swing and a miss out in front of the curve, and the side is retired. End of 5. This is an official ball game. The Miami Marlins trail 5-0. This is MLB The Show 23. Do you want to bring in a new pitcher? Yes, I do. Taking over relief for Justin Verlander is Domingo Acevedo, who has is coming in for his third appearance. He has no record, but his ERA is over the stratosphere. We don't even need to talk about it. It honestly needs a lot of work. Leading off the top of the 6th inning, he will face Jason Kendall, who's 2 for 2, who was 2 for 2 against Justin Verlander. Let's see how he does against Acevedo. Fastball, high, ball 1. Jason Kendall, 2,200 hits in his major league career. I didn't even know Jason Kendall had that many hits. Slider looked like a cheese ball, but Kendall took it for a strike. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bloop out to center field. Trout is charging. He will not get there. And Jason Kendall, big turn at first, but he will hold. He's 3 for 3 in today's ball game. My goodness. Next up, number 9 hitter Tim Salmon. Fouls it at the plate for strike 1. Tim Salmon played for the California Angels back in the 1990s. He was an all-star, not a Hall of Famer, but a legitimate all-star. Deep drive down the left field line, but foul. Count 0-2 on Salmon. And it's a lazy fly ball towards the right field line, charging in Hernandez in foul territory, makes the catch, 1 away. Nice play. Lineup turns over for Arizona. Tim Anderson is 2 for 3 with a single and a double. 4 for 11 in this series. Slow roller, Schmidt will toss to second for 1. Safe! Oh, mental mistake. Schmidt should have just went for the safe out at first. He went for the double play, and both runners are safe. So it'll be first and second with 1 out for Gurriel Jr., who has a 2-run double in this contest. And the manager is going to go to the mound and discuss strategy. Honestly, it's just to give him a little bit of a breather after that botched play in his infield. Let's make sure that he's... As you can see, no one is warming, so it's on Domingo Acevedo to get out of this jam. Slider in there, strike 1. Swing and a miss, slider outside. Chased it, count quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Pops it up down the left field line, slicing foul. Count remains 0-2. Arizona's already leading 5-0. They can't afford to give up any more insurance runs. And that's a line drive headed towards Vaughn, who makes the catch. Hit it right on the nose, but right at the left fielder for out number 2. Ooh-wee. So 2 down, up steps Jackie Robinson. 0 for 2. He walked in the 3rd inning. Slider just misses outside, ball 1. 1949 Most Valuable Player Award. Line drive, Vaughn charges. He will not make the catch, and 1 hops the wall. 1 run will score. Rounding 3rd and heading home is the 2nd run. The relay, Jeter, strong throw to the plate. He is safe. 2-run double. 2 out, 2-run double by Jackie Robinson. And this is now a 7-run ball game. Arizona leads 7-0. Let's see the replay to see how close Jeter's relay was to catching that 2nd runner. Strong throw from the outfield. Oh, just missed it. Just got the hand in there. So 7-0 Arizona. Runner in scoring position at 2nd.
No.
Misses inside with the slider, ball 1. Justin Morneau is 1 for 3 with an RBI single. And this is just one of those games you wish you could simulate to its inevitable conclusion. But I don't go out like that. Schmidt backhands at 3rd. Long throw in time to mercifully retire the side. After 5.5 innings of play, they've added 2 more to the scoreboard. It's 7-0 Arizona. Ugh. This is misery. This is also MLB The Show 23. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Stepping up to the plate is Chris Ramos, 1 for 9 in this series. He's got no hits in 2 at-bats today. Chases a two-seam fastball outside the zone. Strike one. And it's a lazy fly ball to straightaway center. And there's one away. Walter Johnson working on a complete game shutout, perhaps. Mike Trout doubled in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 2. Averages sits at 327 on the season. We are in late April. Pops it upstairs behind home plate. Strike one. In 13 seasons, averages over 300. 303 to be exact. Breaking ball in the dirt. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike to Trout. Line drive over the head of the shortstop and will roll all the way to the wall. That should be the second double of the game for Mike Trout. Will he test it? No, he'll stop at third. It's a 1-out double for Mike Trout. His 7th of the season. Let's see the replay. Oh, yeah. Bang. I like the sound of the crack of the bat in this year's MLB The Show. You're not going to hear it there, but it's like crack. Next up, Mike Schmidt. Runner in scoring position, 1 away. And he chases a pitch off the edge. Strike one. Needs to show more patience with a 7-run deficit. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 6-time third baseman, Silver Slugger in the National League, Mike Schmidt. And he's late on the fastball, pops it up down the right field line, and he makes the catch, 2 away. No advance on the bases. Just missed it.
Up next for the Marlins.
So Luke Voigt, 3 for 10 on the season. Luke is giving Mark McGwire a day off at first base today. He has a runner in scoring position at second, but there are 2 outs. Pops it down the right field line, out of play. Strike one. So, if you're wondering, do I like this game? Yes, MLB The Show 23. I'm enjoying it very much. He breaks his bat, nubs it to the first baseman, tags him up the line, side is retired. So 6 shutout innings for Walter Johnson, and the Arizona Diamondbacks are cruising. They lead 7-0. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Corey Seager's 1 for 3 with a single today. Now, before we go any further, the manager is going to go to the bullpen, and he is going to get Justin Steele and, let's say, Diego Castillo up to warm, just in case we need to take out Acevedo. We can't afford any more runs to cross the plate. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, past the second baseman. Should he have dove for that? Perhaps. Maybe he'll have a talking to with the manager after this game's over. He should have dove for that. Nevertheless, it's a leadoff single for Corey Seager. Pops it upstairs, out of play, strike one. Kyle Schwarber is 1 for 3 with a solo homer today. Deep drive to the center fielder. Deep drive to center field, pardon me. Luke, over to second for 1, back to first. A double play. Nice 3-6-3 double play. Begun by Luke Voigt over there at first. Let's watch the replay. Backhands it. Jeter makes the spin, throws back to first, completes the double play. Bases are now empty for Luis Robert Jr. And actually, the manager will go to the bullpen. Righty, righty, righty. 3 righties in a row. We'll get Diego Castillo in the game. Let's put him in the game. This is his 6th appearance on the mound for the Miami Marlins. No record, but a 2.35 earned run average. Not too shabby.
Number 63, Diego Castillo.
That's a strike.
In there, strike one with the slider. Robert Jr. is 0 for 3. Just low. 96 on the radar gun. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Sinking fastball inside corner, count is 1 and 2. Grounder past the diving Jeter and into left for a 2-out single. So the hit parade continues for the Arizona Diamondbacks. I can't seem to get out of my own way in this matchup. Next up, Jason Kendall, 3 for 3 today at the plate. Fastball, sinking fastball, strike 1. 3 singles, 2 runs scored, 4 for 9 in this 3-game series. Just misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Called a strike by the home plate umpire. The count is 1 and 2. Runner leads off first, 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at the slider. Side is retired. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. This one's a blowout. Here in Miami, Arizona has taken a big 7-0 lead. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Mike Napoli leads off for the Miami Marlins here in the bottom of the 7th. Walter Johnson is going for that complete game shutout. Swing and a miss at the 2-seam fastball. Strike 1. Guess he was expecting the number 1 and got the number 2. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. We need a big rally. We're down by 7 here in the 7th inning. Deep but foul. Strike 2. And he just blows it by him. Inside fastball under in his hands. That's the 9th strikeout of the game from Walter Johnson. 100 miles an hour on the radar gun. So next up, Toscar Hernandez, who struck out twice today himself. He's 0 for 2. Slow bouncer to the shortstop. Crosses body. In time, 2 away. And the Miami Marlins today are no match for Walter Johnson. Seems pretty evident. 2 down, up steps Greg Vaughn, 0 for 2. 3 homers, 15 RBIs on the season. Nothing across the board today. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup, expecting the heater. Strike 1. Pops it up, first base line, out of play. Strike 2. 85 pitches for Walter Johnson here in the bottom of the 7th. And he gets him. Swing and a miss, end of 7. That's the 10th strikeout. Double digits in the strikeout column for Walter Johnson. Arizona leads 7-0. What a shame. This is embarrassing, ladies and gentlemen. Embarrassing. So we go to the top of the 8th. Timmy Salmon is up, 1 for 3. Ground ball past the diving Mike Schmidt in left. Vaughn gets it in the corner, tosses it back, but not before Salmon reaches second with a double. 3rd double of the season for Salmon. See how fast that was. How fast was that ball streaking by the 3rd baseman? 110 miles an hour exit velocity. My goodness. So, runner at second, nobody out for Tim Anderson, the top of the lineup. Slider finds the zone, strike 1. So this is MLB The Show 23. I am the Ancient Gamer, and I am getting my ass kicked this game. Welcome to the live stream. I'm losing 7-0 to the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals. Listen to me, as if it's football. Deep drive, but curling foul out of play. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. What I meant to say was the Arizona Diamondbacks. Pops it up, out of play. Strike 2. And it's a lazy fly ball to right center field. There is Toscar Hernandez for out number 1. No advance.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Gurriel Jr. today has a 2-run double. 1 for 4. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss, strike 1. We need to get some runs on the board. We need to score some runs. Sinking fastball low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Attendance here in Miami is 15,472, not a sellout. Pops it up, Jeter, short left field. Makes the catch 2 away.
now batting, second baseman,
Jackie Robinson has a double and 2 runs batted in. He's 1 for 3. In there, strike 1. I'd be lying to you if I told you how he got his 2 RBIs. You can't play the game and score the game at the same time. Swing and a miss the fastball. Count as 0-2 on Robinson. Tried to get him to chase the slider. Was not successful. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he jams him low and inside. Fouls it up the first base line. So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off second. 7-0 Arizona. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Side is retired. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Miami Marlins have a lot of work to do. They trail by 7. It's 7-0 Arizona here in Miami. Thank you for watching this travesty of justice. So Christian Betancourt, 3 for 16 on the season, backup catcher, 1 for 2 today. Will try to get on base. And he will not. It's a slow nubber up the first base line. Picks it up, steps on the bag, 1 away. Derek Jeter, 0 for 2. Does have a walk. Two-seamer low, ball 1. 2 right-handers warming in the Diamondbacks bullpen. Jimmy Nelson and Carl Edwards Jr. getting loose. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Derek Jeter, 3,300 hits in his Major League career, 5 World Series rings. Chases a high fastball. Could have been 3-0, but instead the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 2-1. Ground ball foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch count is up to 91. High, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Chris Ramos. Here comes the full count pitch from Walter Johnson. Out in front of the changeup. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. There's 2 away. That's the 11th strikeout of this contest for Walter Johnson. And he's 1 out away from 8 shutout innings. Chris Ramos, hitting from the left side, is 0 for 3. Just gets a piece of the breaking ball. Strike 1. Did that hit him? No, it did not. Did he swing? He must have swung. He must have hit him, but he swung, so it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 12. 8 shutout innings for Walter Johnson. We go to the top of the 9th. Arizona is having a bonfire right in the middle of the field here in Miami. It's 7-0. Ugh. Justin Morneau, 1 for 4 with an RBI single. Hold on a second. We can't let this get any messier, so we'll go to the bullpen for a moment, and we'll see. Lefty, lefty, lefty. Let's go Justin Steele, who's the left-handed pitcher. Justin Steele is making his 3rd appearance out of the bullpen. Only 2 2/3 innings pitched in this early April contest. Slider misses inside, ball 1. Justin Morneau is 1 for 4 today. Slicing down the left field line, out of play. Strike 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Swinging to miss the fastball, strike 2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Deep drive down the right field line, and it is a off the wall. It was inches from being a home run, hit that foul pole, and it will get in there with a double, leadoff double for Justin Morneau. We need to see the replay, because that was maybe a half a foot under the right field foul pole. If it had hit that right field foul pole, it would have been 8-0. Ooh, just missed a solo shot. Next up, Corey Seager. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Fastball just misses, low, ball 1. I'm getting my ass handed to me today, ladies and gentlemen. 2 for 4, 2 singles for Corey Seager. Let's keep him at 2 singles, shall we? Misses outside with the breaking ball. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. 3-0. Not the way I anticipated. Not the way I was trying to keep him off the bases. That's definitely not the way to do it. And he swings 3-0. He doesn't have the red light on 3-0. Wow. Wow. Bush League. Swings at the, I guess, knuckle curve or screwball. A 3-0 count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. Fouls it back. And the at-bat will continue. And the sinking fastball fouls it back to the screen. Oh, that ball is high. It is far. Hernandez looking up. That's a 2-run home run for Corey Seager. And this lead is now 9 on the first home run of this campaign from Corey Seager. Justin Steele came in from the bullpen. He looks less like Steele, looks more like wood. Replay. Oh, full count pitch. Small leg kick. Bang. Oh, this is embarrassing. All right. Kyle Schwarber. Still nobody out. Oh, no. Line drive. Back to back and belly to belly. Kyle Schwarber hits his 2nd homer of the season. And just like that, this is double digits in the run column for the Arizona Diamondbacks. This is a 10-0 game. I should be ashamed of myself. Ow! You hear the crack of that bat. Oof. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Manager. Bullpen. Let's just warm him up. Warm up Jose Cisnero. The manager will go to a mound visit to give him a little time to get loose. He'll pitch to one more batter because really, what does it matter, ladies and gentlemen? The game is over. I will get up in the bottom of the 9th, but I'll need 10 runs to tie, which is a statistical improbability. Sinking fastball finds the outside corner. Count is quickly 0-2. Let's see if we can be done with it here and now. Pops it up. Right side, foul territory, near the dugout. Voit makes the catch for out number 1. I was excited thinking that was out number 3. Meanwhile, all that is out number 1. Okay, manager, bullpen, Jose Cisneros, put him in the game. He comes in to make his 5th appearance out of the bullpen, record 1-1 with a 2.25 earned run average. Sinking fastball in there, strike 1. Jason Kendall's 3 for 4 today. check the swing, but in there nonetheless. 2 quick strikes on Kendall. Just gets a piece of the slider to stay alive. Count remains 0-2. So it's 10-0 Arizona. All on YouTube. Ugh. Should be ashamed of myself. Fly ball to right, near the right field line. There is Hernandez to make the catch 2 away. This should be, the record should be expunged. Expunged. 2 outs, bases empty. Tim Salmon, 2 for 4. Up the first base line. Voit fields it. Steps on the bag himself. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last licks for the hometown Miami Marlins. They need 10 runs to tie. Can they do it? Probably not, but thank you for watching nonetheless. This is MLB The Show 23. Ugh. Mike Trout, 2 for 3. He has 2 doubles today. Maybe the only bright spot in the lineup against Walter Johnson, who's going for a complete game shutout. Chases a high fastball, swing and a miss, strike 1. Walter Johnson is approaching the 100 pitch mark here in the 9th inning. Boom! Foul. Strike 2. Little out in front of it. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Johnson. Line drive, 2-hopper to the shortstop. Throws him out. There's 1 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Hit it hard, but hit it at the shortstop. Routine play for Corey Seager. Next up, Mike Schmidt, who's 0 for 8 in this series. He's hitless today. He does have a walk, but pitches low, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Low again, 2 balls, no strikes. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Pitch was outside, 3-0 count. You can bet your ass he's got the red light. He is not swinging on 3-0. Down the middle, strike 1. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. The handcuffs are now off. He is free to swing. That's something good. Let's see what happens. And he fouls back the fastball. Count will go full 3-2. Way out in front of the breaking ball, swing and a miss. That is strikeout number 12. No, check that. 13. Walter Johnson, 2 outs in the 9th. The Miami Marlins are down to their final out of the game. Representing the final out, Luke Voit, who's 1 for 3 with a single. And that should probably do it. Charging is the left fielder. He will make the catch to retire the side. Ball game over. Arizona Diamondbacks win 10-0. Walter Johnson pitches a complete game shutout with 13 strikeouts, and I am embarrassed to record this on YouTube. However, in a season of 162 games, even the best teams in baseball lose 60 times a year. So sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, and this was one of the losses. Walter Johnson goes 3-0. Justin Verlander gets his first loss of the season, 2-1. This was not a fun game to watch. Thank you, Mr. Outlander, and some of the others that poke their heads in every so often to say hello. I'm sorry that this was so unentertaining. I wish I could have added some fireworks to the score, but it is what it is. Maybe you're a Arizona Diamondbacks fan, and if you are, this has been a special treat. Now, nonetheless, Arizona Diamondbacks, 10 runs, 17 hits, no errors. Miami Marlins, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. Player of the game, of course, Walter Johnson. 9 innings, shutout, 4-hitter, 13 strikeouts, 2 walks, no earned runs. And again, the loss goes to Justin Verlander. This has been a broadcast of MLB The Show 23. I am the Ancient Gamer. Thank you so much for watching. Please like or subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care of yourself and have a great evening.